Okay, this is one of the funnier things I've seen on the internet in a while. This is gold, I love this. See, what we have here is a couple of chicks pretending to be dudes who identify as chicks. Over the weekend, I saw these two chicks on Twitter who started a OF page. You know, the spicy subscription website that only your fans visit? But these chicks dance around with things in their underwear and sell themselves as trans creators. And the they-them community does not like it. They do not like it one bit. And it is funny. We're going to be laughing at some stupid people in this video. Silly Lily is a Twitter user who describes themselves as used to look manlier but still a dude. I collab with other transes, find our videos, and then they've got a cheeky link to their OnlyFans. Now, I don't know if this is a big joke or they're actually hooers, but what I do know is it's fucking funny. So it's like a transception kind of thing. I mean, that's 2 layers of transness. And to the actual trans people, or the ones without a sense of humour, this is a fucking travesty. This is so bigoted. This is so transphobic. How dare they use our gender as a costume? Which is just, I mean, fucking hell. The irony, it's fantastic. It couldn't be funnier. I mean, you've got these people who dress up and make believe their gender every day, getting the shits, getting all salty about people dressing up and make believing their gender, just not the way they like to do it. Fantastic work, just fantastic. Now, I don't think I can show you the full video of the chicks actually doing the dance, because YouTube are all precious about nudity, even though it's not actually nudity, it's just a couple of chicks dancing with dildos in their panties. They took down one of my videos a few months ago about a dude who likes to breastfeed from his wife, and it didn't even show any tit. I mean, it showed tit, but no nipple, you know what I mean? I've seen far worse on YouTube. For the love of God, don't watch this video. It's legitimately called How to Bottom for a Big PP. I showed it to Tits. She was grossed out. It was fucking hilarious. You're gonna watch it, aren't you? You sick fuck. But anyway, the video they posted to Twitter is innocent enough. Like I said, it's just a couple of chicks dancing with dildos in their underpants. Now, here's a good breakdown of the situation. This is where I originally saw it. This is from the Publica. That's Jeremy's website, you know, the quartering. Now, we will most definitely get into some of the salt after this, but I thought we'd have a quick look at this great breakdown.
Well, the snake is officially eating its tail. Female porn models have apparently discovered that transgender porn, you know, pornography where males pretend to be women, is so lucrative that they are pretending to be transgender. Very disturbing that there's even a market for this to begin with, but that's a video for another time.
Yeah, see, I don't know, is it actually porn or is it just a big joke account? Like, joke-only fans accounts exist. I haven't bothered to look and I don't plan to, but there has been some funny joke accounts, like Donut Operators OnlyFans, where he shows off his meat.
So here's the lowdown. On August 30th, an ex-account by the name of Silly Lily TS posted a short clip advertising an OnlyFans account. Despite being captioned with a trans pride flag, both of the individuals in the clip are biologically female.
Technically, we don't actually know that. I mean, they might actually be trans people who just pass really... Alright, okay, they're biological women. But maybe we're just being too shallow about this. Maybe they really are biological women who identify as men who identify as women. And maybe those rubber dicks identify as real dicks. We just don't know.
These women appear to have stuffed an object in their pants to make it seem as though they had male genitals, and both of them have fashioned their entire online presence to lead others to believe they're transgender. But again, they're not. They're just pretending to sell porn to men who are into that for some reason. But apparently these women's performances are not actually convincing to actual trans-identified males who are outraged that these women are pretending to be men.
Yes, they certainly are outraged, and we're going to have a good look at that after this video. But I was sitting here wondering before, like, could this work in reverse? Like, imagine a dude who was pretending to be a woman who identified as a male. I just don't see how you could pull that off. I mean, I guess you could just be Kyle Kalinske.
The video garnered over 2.2 million views and was even slapped with a proposed community note, which one can only assume was written by a pissed-off trans activist accusing the women of being frauds. In the comment section, thousands of trans-identified males have gathered to condemn these women, accusing them of appropriating trans identity and invading transgender spaces. The irony. Sweet, sweet irony. To summarize, these women are being accused of being frauds by men pretending to be women, for pretending to be men pretending to be women. And it kind of gets sweeter because one of the main reasons the women were found out is because they're apparently too beautiful to be trans.
Well. How the turntables.
While I'm absolutely opposed to the porn industry, I've got to admit, this is a pretty genius turn of the tables. After all, these men have been invading women's spaces for ages. Time for them to get a little piece of their own medicine, right? And it makes me wonder if any of these stunning and brave men in lipstick will have their own light bulb moment about their made-up identities. I doubt it, but a girl can help.
Right, so I had a good look through Silly Lily's original tweet, and this chick's not wrong. There is some fucking salt. Let's have a look at some. Disrespectful as fuck towards the struggles trans women face on a daily basis. Trans women are being killed in the highest rates. Meanwhile, you're here trying to use it as some sort of costume to bait the chasers to buy your OnlyFans. no sort of morals and values, shaking my head. Oh God, how horrible would it be to use gender as some sort of costume? You're both horrible people. It's amazing when this shit gets turned around. You can't pretend to be my gender that I'm pretending to be. That's bigoted, that's transphobic somehow. Trans people are assaulted 4 times as often as everyone else, and these two want to play pretend they're us. Oh my God, the fucking irony. Solidarity. Real women are trans women. Alright, so these aren't all sold, they're just the funniest ones I found. This guy writes, this post is a mass de-ing event, followed by, so what? Some girls have real vaginas, some have penises, and some have dildos. Why are you so transphobic? They are valid. I kind of think you guys are faking. You guys have 100% feminine features and a fake object you put down your pants to make it seem like you have a dick. I got no idea why you want to fake being trans, but this is messed up. Yeah, why would you want to fake your gender? Why would you want to do that? That'd just be weird, bro. And I like how they kind of say, you're too hot. You don't even look like trans people. If you were real trans people, you'd be much, much uglier. This is gold. I love this. This guy responds with, you're not allowed to say that. The official statement when it comes to trans women versus cis women is and always has been, you can't tell the difference. You're not allowed to contradict that line or else you're a transphobic bigot. This fever guy or girl, who the fuck knows, claps back with, no, it's not transphobic if they aren't even trans. Basically being transphobic against the transphobic. This guy comes back with, but how do you know they're not trans? There's nothing on their profile that indicates they're faking being trans. Then this fella chimes in with, are you saying women cannot be trans women? Hey. Yeah, exactly. Not very inclusive. I mean, how many fucking times have we heard trans women are women, but all of a sudden women can't be trans women? It doesn't go the other way? That's horrendous. What a wonderful turn of events. Who would know the best looking trans woman would be a woman? The number of bio-trans turfs is mind-boggling. I think I got them all blocked. That's a good expression, bio-trans turf. So a bio-trans is just a woman who says she's trans just to take the piss. And if you disagree with that, then you're a bio-trans turf. Oh my God, it's the snake eating itself. The victimhood's been thrown back in their faces. And it's funny, I'm here for it. I don't know why you're receiving so much hatred. I thought anyone who identified as trans was valid. Exactly, Robbie Travis. That's the beautiful thing here. But Sapphire follows up with, they don't identify as trans, you dumb fuck. And Robbie responds with, they're literally calling themselves trans. Is that not enough to be trans now? Exactly. Maxine's really offended, he or she, whatever the fuck, says, is there anything more disgusting than pretending to be transgender and then being transphobic towards trans girls? Wait, how can you pretend to be transgender, Maxine? Are you gatekeeping their transness? Why would you do that? I thought anyone could be trans. Now all of a sudden there's rules. That's extremely bigoted, Maxine. Alright, well I'm gonna leave it there. I found that really funny, so I thought you might too. Thanks very much for watching. Follow me at Twitter. It's @bear_ing.
Anyone know what are the rules about switching genders to manipulate fools? If you watch TV news, you're probably confused about even which toilet to use. Girls that call themselves boys, that call themselves girls. Boys that call themselves boys, that call themselves girls. Compromise and all call ourselves Goys. Come on now, come sing along to this little gender song. Whether or not you have a real or just a floppy rubber ding-dong stuffed in your thong. If you identify as a tranny Bigfoot or as a poop shoot intolerant bigot, all are welcome here unless you're just queer. Don't mean to be mean, but a normal tranny family might think you're being obscene. Come girls and boys.